बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम। ये एक रॉफल सीरीज़ फॉर बिगनर्स का लेसन है। आज हम इसमें एंटीसीडेंट्स ऑफ प्रोनाउंस के बारे में स्टडी करेंगे, इन डेप्थ इसकी ग्रामर को डायसेक्ट करेंगे। सो विदाउट फर्दर अड्यू लेट्स स्टार्ट द लेसन। ओके, एन एंटीसीडेंट इज द वर्ड और अ फ्रेज और अ क्लॉज टू विच अ प्रोनाउन एक्चुअली refers. Antecedent again with to repeat again. Okay, now comes then is the word, a phrase or a clause to which a pronoun is referring to. If a pronoun is used in a sentence, there must be a noun of the same person and number before it. So that's antecedent is actually that the one which is the pronoun is referring to. Now in that case there must be one and only one antecedent to which the pronoun refers. हर pronoun को refer करने के लिए there must be only one and only one antecedent, so that you should be very watchful about. Now look at the examples. There are some examples about the pronouns without antecedents, and then हम उसको further study करेंगे. What is the correct one? For example, Henry was denied admission to graduate school because they did not believe that he could handle the workload. Now the word they is referring actually to Henry, which is not true because Henry is a singular one. So the pronoun they does not have an antecedent in the sentence. The graduate school is a singular unit and the members of its faculty are not mentioned, right? It is not referring to the Henry. And जो आपके ग्रेजुएट स्कूल में जो एडमिशन कमेटी है वो उसको रेफर नहीं कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमने दे को जो हमने प्रोनाउन यूज़ कर रहे हैं उसका एंटीसीडेंट यहाँ मौजूद नहीं है. So you have to incorporate the right antecedent which is in alignment with this pronoun they. So the correct will be the members of the admission committee denied Henry admission to the graduate school because they did not believe that he could handle the workload. Now this word, the pronoun they is not, now it's referring to this members. Now this members is the antecedent for this pronoun they. So now it is referring and it should be in agreement with the number as well. इसको आप इस तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं. Henry was denied admission to graduate school because the members of the admission committee did not believe that he could handle the workload. Now you are mentioning the word they, or you skip the verb, the pronoun, and you just mention the whole lot of sentence. So here the noun is given, you rather instead of writing the pronoun, यहाँ पर आपने pronoun they mention किया था referring to the committee members. Here you just write the whole lot of noun which is the members of the committee and you skip the pronoun. So bear in mind आपका जो pronoun जो refer कर रहा है to the antecedent, they should be in agreement with the numbers too. Another example, what will be the incorrect one? For example, the first example here, George dislikes politics because he believes that they are corrupt. Now he is believing that the politicians are corrupt, but politicians are not referring here. So the pronoun that they does not have an antecedent here. We are not don't know whom we are referring this word they to. So the word politics is a singular, so they cannot refer to here. So we need to have a word politicians here. The correct will be George dislikes politics because he believes that politicians are corrupt. So the word they is actually the antecedent for the word they was politicians, or George dislikes politicians because he believes that they are corrupt. Now the word pronoun is referring to the politicians. The antecedent for this pronoun they is the politicians here, which is in agreement with the numbers too. Comes few more examples. Now here comes few more examples when you are pronoun with your unclear antecedent. For example, Mr. Brown told Mr. Adams that he would have to work all night in order to finish the report. Now it's not clear whether the pronoun he is referring to the Mr. Brown or Mr. Adams. So we have this word here, the pronoun is here, but antecedent is unclear. We don't know this word he is referring to which of the two. So the correct will be, according to the Mr. Brown, Mr. Adams will have to work all night in order to finish the report. Now we know that who is supposed to do the work all night. It is going to be Mr. Adam. और अगर आपने इसमें incorporate करना है, इसको और तरीके से लिखना है, Mr. Brown said that in order to finish the report, Mr. Brown would have to work all night. So आपने इसको either ways लिखना है, and now you are more clear कि which of the two people are supposed to stay long all night for the work. So जब आपका antecedent clear नहीं है तो आपने उसको किस तरीके से refer करना है. ऐसे में आप उसको just आप pronoun से mention नहीं कर सकते because you're not clear who you are referring to. Another example, Janet visited her friend every day while she was on vacation. Now the pronoun she could refer to either Janet or her friend. We are not sure about. So the correct sentence construction will be, while Janet was on vacation, she visited her friend every day. Now while Janet, now we know that this actual she is referring to the Janet. So this is all about the antecedents of the pronouns. So we'll start off the an exercise now. इस exercise में हमारे पास कुछ questions होंगे. It's an exercise of about 10 questions, and you know that you have to rewrite the following sentences so that each pronoun has a clear antecedent. If you have to supply a noun, use any noun that will make the sentence correct. Now आपको इसमें हर pronoun के साथ उसका जो respective clear antecedent है उसको incorporate करना है, उसको clear करना है. In case you have to supply a pronoun or supply a noun, you have to supply that. So these are the 5 questions here. Just pause the video here, find answers of these questions, rewrite these sentences, and 5 more questions are here on your screen. Just stop, pause your video here and make answers of all these. So once you are done with, then we will jump into answers. So for those who are done with answer questions by now, हम इन sentences को rewrite करते हैं with the clear antecedents insertion. First question, the dispute between the faculty and the administration was not resolved until they got better working conditions. So the answer is, the dispute between the faculty and the administration was not resolved until the faculty members got better working conditions. So the word pronoun they was referring to whom? So the faculty members. So we inserted this proper noun here to get the clarity of the concept idea. The second question, Ellen spotted her friend as she walked toward the student union. So we don't know who is this she referring to, the friend or the Ellen herself. So rewrite the sentence as Ellen walked toward the student union, she spotted her friend. Now we know this the she is referring to the Ellen. So Ellen is the antecedent for this pronoun she. Third question, foreigners are easily impressed by the bullfighters as they march into the area. Who is marching into the area? Is the bulls or the foreigners? So just to have clarity, rewrite the sentence. When bullfighters march into the area, foreigners get easily impressed by the bullfighters. So actually the pronoun they was referring to the bullfighters which we inserted here. Now question 4, in their spare time, many great books have been written about the famous Greek and Roman heroes. Many great books have been written about the famous Greek. Whose spare time? It's about the spare time of the Greek and the Romans and or the writers. So just clear this. In their spare time, authors have written many great books about the famous Greek and Roman heroes. So actually, it's about there is actually referring to the authors here. So we incorporated this noun author here. Question 5. Dr. Byrd's book was accepted for publication because they thought it would be beneficial to students. Who thought about the book? We are not sure, so rewrite. Dr. Byrd's book was accepted for publication because they actually referring to the publishers. The publishers thought it would be beneficial to students. So now the pronoun they is replaced with this antecedent, the publishers here. Question 6, Bob and Helen hate flying because they make too much noise. Now the word they is referring to what? Bob and Helen or the plane. So we'll see about it. Now we will replace this pronoun with its right antecedent. Bob and Helen hate flying because planes make too much noise. So you just replace your proper noun your pronoun with the proper noun here, which is planes. Question 7. Carey was not admitted to the country club because they thought he was not socially acceptable. They is referring to what? To whom? We don't know. So we have to replace the word they with the appropriate antecedent. Carey was not admitted to the country club because the club members thought he was not socially acceptable. So we incorporated the right antecedent for this pronoun they. Mary loves touring the country by train because it's so interesting. What is interesting? We are not sure about. So just replace it with what? Mary loves touring the country by train because the countryside is so interesting. It's actually the countryside. We replace the pronoun it with the right noun, which is countryside here. Now comes question 9. The colonel was decorated for bravery, having fought them off. Now we have to replace this about who fought them off. So the colonel was decorated for bravery because having fought off the enemy. It's actually about the soldiers he fought off. Final question. The children were frightened because they made such eric sound. He made such eric sound. So, what made the eric sound? The children were frightened because animals or any noun you may like to insert made such eric sounds. So this is all about the exercise about antecedents of pronoun. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, like and share with your friends and family. Thanks for watching.